Look at that picture right there. That is Shem Alexander. And Shem Alexander is the administrator for the Athletics Association, a footballer in Trinidad. He has a big time job that he is responsible for all the football throughout Trinidad and the events when it pertaining to the sports. Now, look at that picture right there. You see them guns right there? He's also responsible for sending them guns to Trinidad, and now he is in some hot water. Listen, I am gonna explain to you what went down with this dude, and I can't understand, for the love of Christ, why would this young man choose to go this way. Listen, let's go.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
It's Countryman again. Just I lick you with some wisdom, and I lick you with some knowledge you gotta take inside your brain. It says, son, I've learned a lot out of reading people's faces. No matter how them are going, like them original, them fake. You gotta know when to walk and know when to run and know when to fall and know when to stand.
Viewers' discretion is advised. One more time. Viewers' discretion is advised. Shem Alexander has been in jail since November 29th, 2024. He was arrested in Jamaica by the Jamaican authorities at the Norman Manley International Airport. Apparently, Shem has been linked to buying arms in America, in the Florida area, him and other guys, and then package it back into the gym equipment and then send it back to Trinidad. In April 2021, they had a bus, a firearm that they caught at the Trinidad Airport, International Airport. I guess he shipped all them guns down there, but the Trinidad police was tipped off by the feds in America. So by that time, they had a couple different guys, plus this young man underneath. Watch, in that bus right there was two Trinidad nationals, Tevin O'Brien Oliver and Jamil Phillips, and they had a US national working with them. They said all that gun, but I am thinking to myself, why so much gun at the airport? Did they flew it down there through a freight, or did they ship it via a ship? But for some reason, it ended up at the airport, and the feds in America tip off the Trini police. They arrested one guy in America, three guys in America, but two of them was Trinidadian. Now this guy, Shem Alexander, since that bus, it seems like these guys ratted him out because they started cooperating with the DA. Now, the one we named Tevin, him get 4 years. And the one we named Phillips, him get 4 years, just like Tevin. There is another guy, the American. He kinda held out, but I figure more or less he made a deal too. Thus, bring Mr. Shem Alexander into the picture. And once those guys got arrested and got bust in 2022, I had said 2021, but the bus was in October 2022. He retired from the sportsing job that he used to do and tried to keep a low profile, but that was too late because the US, they had a sealed indictment against him once the other Trinidad nationals them pled guilty and took the 4 years. They have Mr. Shem as the leader. Thus brings us to this video. He was caught, like I said, November 29th on a seal indictment. It's still sealed, and the prosecutor in America, they just opened this indictment and made it public to the public, and this was January 22nd. So now he's sitting in a jail up there in the US, in the Florida area, and he's waiting to be tried and charged for gun smuggling amongst other crime. And the reason why I am doing this vlog is to highlight the risk these young men take, you understand, to send firearm back to the Caribbean. It's a fucking tremendous risk. I mean, the last thing you want to do in America, if people don't know, and a congressman said this, the last thing you want to do is get entanglement with the feds. You understand? When the feds start to ask about you, and when I say feds, it could be FBI, it could be HIS, it could be IRS, it could be Homeland, but once you start get entanglement with the federal police them and the federal agency in America, listen, your days are numbered. And like, let me explain, and people should know this. When it comes to the federal agency, they'll watch you for years and years. And these guys get off lucky because there's an urgency to take the firearm them off of the street. You understand? And then the Caribbean islands, they have been pushing the US to do something about it. So, but if he's lucky, so it's best this happen at this time rather than it happen at a later date and you end up with like 400 years like that girl, that man and him daughter and him wife. And like I said, this situation is totally like a copycat of the Olympic cyclist from Trinidad, that the video that I did yesterday. You understand? So I just want to show the seriousness of this kind of crime. Now, before I go, I would also like to speak on the issue of arming the citizens them in the Caribbean. Make it easier for citizens to get guns to defend themselves, because in the Caribbean we have these stringent laws, and with these laws we have the most gun killing, gun violence in the hemisphere. You understand? The kind of violence we're having, if we was a country like America and them things, so we would be way out there. So we have the most violence within the Caribbean and Latin and maybe even South America. So I feel like the government, them Trinidad, Jamaica, St. Lucia, they should really think about adding the right to bear arms and the right to defend yourself in our constitutions. So they need to amend the constitution and give the citizens them the right to defend themselves with arms. And I think that would help bring down the violence in this country. And that's all I have to say. In America, dog. Alright? Listen, my name is Countryman.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.